Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Gossip Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Deacon Sharpe daydreamed, Sheila Carter truly dead? Is Sheila Carter truly dead on the striking and the wonderful? Deacon Sharpe is determined to demonstrate the villainess is as yet alive and some way or another faked her passing. As Sheila Carter's dead body was being pulled into the incinerator at the crematorium, Minister Sharpe made a stunning revelation. He saw 10 toes on the lady's body that is currently in an urn. Or on the other hand did he? The strong and the lovely, the stunning toe locating. The striking and the delightful watchers realized it would just involve time before it was uncovered that Sheila Carter is alive once more. As a matter of fact, the majority of us even anticipated that it would be the toes at the funeral home that parted with it. Everybody is familiar with Sheila's missing extremities. Deacon Sharpe will go through the following week attempting to persuade everybody that he isn't insane, and he truly saw 10 toes on the body that was being incinerated. Be that as it may, Dr. Finn starts to contemplate whether Elder's toe locating was pretty much living in Fantasyland, and a visualization. It's typical for somebody experiencing sorrow or PTSD to see things that aren't there. B&B Elder Sharpe's gone distraught. Assuming Minister is having a hyper episode of some kind or another, perhaps he was fantasizing at the funeral home and Sheila Carter's body truly was recently incinerated. If the drama truly has any desire to stun watchers, the most ideal way to do that isn't bring Sheila resurrected. This wouldn't be the initial occasion when the intense and the wonderful deceived fans with dream arrangements or visualizations. Perhaps Dr. Finn is correct, Sheila truly is gone and Elder requirements to register to the psychological medical clinic since he's plainly seeing things that aren't there? Is Elder's toe locating simply a distraction? Sheila and Steffi's zombie agreement, Minister's hazardous disclosure? The strong and the lovely spoilers uncover that Steffi Forrester Finnegan killed somebody. Be that as it may, it probably won't have been Sheila Carter. In spite of Steffi's cases, she could realize that the dead lady is Sugar. Might Sheila and Steffi at some point have made a phony passing settlement? That would make sense of why Steffi is so certain that Sheila is dead and why Sheila hasn't contacted Minister Sharpe. The strong and the delightful Steffi Forrester Finnegan's self-protection. B&B spoilers uncover that Steffi went after Sheila, then, at that point, wished her dead. After the ladies' fight was blocked by John Finnegan, leather expert Novlin, and Minister, there was a wind. Sheila snuck external Steffi's home last around evening time. Then, at that point, the power went out. The following thing Steffi knew, Sheila was thrusting at her. Steffi killed Sheila with good reason. Despite the fact that Minister affirmed Sheila was the lady in the mortuary, he understood it wasn't at the hour of the incineration. That is when Minister saw the feet had 10 toes rather than 9. B&B Sugar's instant messages. Despite the fact that the body has proactively been made, Elder is searching for replies. Minister went through Sheila's email, then, at that point, her instant messages. Minister found a hint in messages from Sugar, who was undermining Sheila. It is prodded that Elder will get additional data about Sheila's past from Lauren Fenmore Baldwin. Then, Minister will leave on a journey to demonstrate Sheila is alive. The striking and the delightful going up against Elder Sharpe. The striking and the delightful spoilers uncover that Finn informed Steffi concerning Elder's case. With how often Sheila has faked her passing, one would figure Steffi could trust Minister's case. At any rate, Steffi would need to follow up and ensure that was Sheila that was incinerated. All things considered, Steffi immediately questioned Minister's case. Then, at that point, Steffi stood up to Minister and requested he quit discussing Sheila. Maybe Steffi doesn't need any development. B&B zombie settlement? Imagine a scenario where Steffi's memory is only the story she told herself. Imagine a scenario in which after that last showdown, Steffi and Sheila made an unholy settlement. Imagine a scenario in which Steffi consented to let Sheila be as long as she pretended to be dead. In the event that Sugar was at that point undermining Sheila, those two might have previously gone head-to-head. Imagine a scenario where Sugar was at that point dead when of Steffi and Sheila's settlement. Maybe Sheila persuaded Steffi to oblige her plan, and she would remain dead for eternity. The drawback to this plan is that Sheila could have killed Sugar, however she could undoubtedly say it was Steffi. Since Sugar is actually not Sheila, then she could have to deal with conceivable homicide penalties once more. Liam and Trust arrive at a Minister Choice Poppy Control Center. Luna, the Strong and the Lovely uncover that Liam Spencer and Trust Logan will proceed with their discussion at Forrester Manifestations, so they'll talk about Beth Spencer once more and make a few new arrangements. Trust was avoiding Elder Sharpe at all costs because of Sheila Carter. In any case, she won't see the requirement for that now that Sheila is probably perished. Liam will be in total agreement with Trust with regards to allowing Beth to appreciate really holding time with her granddad. Trust might think about Minister's troublesome sorrow and trust that having a great time with Beth could get him out of this funk. Liam will not generally disapprove of it now that Sheila isn't joined to Minister's hip, so Trust will intend to set something up for Elder and Beth soon. In any case, Minister could demolish that plan once Trust and Liam figure out he's currently declining to accept Sheila is genuinely gone. All the 10-toed show will stun Liam and Trust before the week's over, so they'll ultimately stress over Minister's mental stability and may think having Beth stay nearby him is certainly not a smart thought, essentially not at the present time. In all actuality, Minister is in good shape with regards to demonstrating Sheila wasn't the person who was incinerated. Since Elder has that text trade among Sheila and Sugar, Kimberlyn Brown, that will assist him with breaking the instance of Sheila's furious carbon copy soon. Meanwhile, R.J. Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, will release an outburst now that he's decked Zend Forrester Dominguez, Delon de Metz, at the workplace. BNB say RJ will shoot Zend for raising a ruckus around town with Luna Nozawa and doubtlessly blame him for exploiting her in a weak state. Despite the fact that Zend will back up Luna's side of the story and demand he did not know she was tranquilized, RJ will bring up that Zend still purposely took his cousin's better half to bed. Once more while RJ tears into Zend for that, Poppy Nozawa will apologize to Luna and push for every one of the subtleties of what occurred with RJ. As Luna cries over this situation transforming into a debacle, Poppy will attempt to reassure her. Our expectations highlight RJ chilling at last, yet can he move beyond Luna concealing reality for such a long time? The intense and the wonderful say Luna and RJ will have significantly more to discuss, so remain tuned for refreshes on whether that will prompt uplifting news or awful news for their relationship. Minister Sharpe is giving his best for figure out the subtleties of this Sheila secret and will ultimately attempt to demonstrate carbon copy Sugar was the person who died, all things being equal. Sooner or later, Elder appears to be ready to carry Sheila home with John Finnegan supporting him up. Finn and Elder's forthcoming coalition ought to ideally prompt Sheila being safeguarded, assuming she's without a doubt being held hostage. Be that as it may, you can wager Bill will be incensed once he gets refreshes on Sheila getting by and returning into for their entire lives. Bill surely won't maintain that Steffi should experience anything else than she as of now has, and he won't believe that Kelly Spencer should be in danger either since she's his granddaughter.